I want to feel all there is to feel, he thought. Let me feel tired now. Let me feel tired. I mustn't forget I'm alive. I know I'm alive. I mustn't forget it. Tonight or tomorrow or the day after that. Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury is a semi-autobiographical novel set in the summer of 1928 in the fictional backdrop of Greentown, Illinois. It follows the experiences of 12-year-old Douglas Spaulding as he confronts the beautiful and sometimes challenging nuances of life. Through Douglas's eyes, we embark on a journey into the human experience, depicted in a nostalgic and almost dreamlike writing style that invites the reader to reflect on the passage of time and to see the beauty in the most ordinary things. Because life, like dandelion wine, is both sweet and fleeting. The narrative opens with Douglas Spaulding awakening one summer morning to realize that he is alive in a way that he has never been before. Filled with a new awareness of his existence, this epiphany sets the tone for the novel as Douglas embarks on an adventure that captures the essence of life through the lens of wonder and discovery. One of the first significant episodes involves Douglas helping his grandfather make dandelion wine, a tradition that symbolizes bottling up the joys of summer. For Douglas, this wine represents the captured magic of the season, a tangible reminder of a fleeting moment of happiness and a metaphor for life itself, both beautiful and ephemeral. As Douglas roams Greentown, he encounters a range of characters and experiences that shape his understanding of the world. He learns about loss, fear, and the transience of all things from people like Colonel Freely, nicknamed the Time Machine, who shares memories of distant lands and past adventures, serving as a living link to a history that will soon be lost. Another episode delves into the concept of love that transcends the boundaries of time, as Bill Forrester, a newspaper reporter, forms a deep connection with Helen Loomis, an elderly woman who reminisces on her tales of romance, travel, and the wisdom of living in tune with life's ever-changing rhythms. Douglas also grapples with the darker aspects of life, including fear and mortality. A series of incidents involving a local serial killer, known as the Lonely One, cast a shadow over the town's idyllic summer. The terror of the unknown and the fragility of life become a stark reality when one of the town's residents, Elizabeth Ramsell, is murdered. Douglas and his friends face the fear of growing up and realize that life is not always as safe or as predictable as they once believed. The novel's exploration of the inevitability of change is further illustrated through the character of Mrs. Bentley, a woman who tries to convince some neighborhood children that she was also young once, just like them. The children refuse to believe her, insisting that old people have always been old. This interaction leaves Mrs. Bentley heartbroken, but also forces her to let go of her past, understanding that memory and reality do not always align. Douglas has his first encounter with loss through the illness of his friend John Huff. When John suddenly moves away, Douglas feels the weight of permanence and the pain of losing something irreplaceable. This loss becomes a defining moment for him, one that helps him come to terms with the fact that people and experiences change, no matter how much he wishes they could stay the same. Towards the end of the novel, Douglas falls ill with a fever, symbolizing his internal struggle with the knowledge he has gained throughout the summer. His illness represents a crisis of understanding as he confronts the reality that life, with all its beauty, is fleeting, and that nothing can truly be preserved indefinitely. During this time, he learns to balance his newfound awareness of impermanence with a deep appreciation for the moments of joy that come and go like the seasons. By the end of the summer, Douglas is transformed by an awareness of the dual nature of life, both its beauty and its sorrow. The last bottle of dandelion wine is sealed, representing the close of another chapter. He understands now that every summer, like every experience, must come to an end, but the memories he created will live on, bottled up like the dandelion wine, to be savored in the winters of life. I know how easy it can be to live in memories of the past or visions of the future, but it's important to bring yourself back to the present sometimes. After all, everything in your past brought you to this moment, and everything in the future will be made up of moments just like this.